everybody, and welcome back to Veggie Vero's Kids Corner. I'm your host, Veronica Green. I'm back today at the Delray Beach Children's Garden. It's a beautiful day, and I have a very motivational story to read you. This is one of my favorite stories. It's called Sometimes You Fly. Sometimes You Fly. So this is a book that serves as a nice reminder that sometimes we have to try many times before we fly, before we get it right, whenever we're trying to do things in life. So it's a nice story, and afterwards we're going to make a arts and craft project. We are going to make our very own I Can Do It hats. Do you know what an I Can Do It hat is? An I Can Do It hat is a hat that reminds you that you can do it. So this is a special hat that you're going to make, and every time you feel frustrated or you're having a hard time with something, you put it on to remind yourself you can do it. You're stronger than you think. Okay, so all you'll need to make this special hat is a piece of paper. Any type of paper will work. Scissors, tape, some markers if you'd like to decorate it, and a few leaves from outside. Okay, so the adults can maybe go and grab those supplies, and I will stay here with you and start the story. Everybody ready? Get cozy. Here we go. Before the cake, before the peas, before the laughs, before the seas, before the blocks, before the grow, before the friends, before the no, before the team, before the ride, before the heart, before the pride, Each recipe we undertake can rise or fall, can burn or bake. But when we break, we learn to mend. When breezes blow, we learn to bend. Remember then, with every try, sometimes you fail, sometimes you fly. What matters most is what you take. From all you learn, before the cake. Wow, this is such a nice story. So the cake, in the end, the cake represents when you get it right, when you finally do that thing that you've been trying to do. That's the cake. But the cake is not what matters. What matters the most, like the book said, is how you get there, the journey, what you learned along the way before the cake. All right, well, thank you for listening. And now we are going to make our I Can Do It hats. Are you ready? Okay, so you should have your paper, scissors, tape, and leaves and markers. All right, so let's start off with our piece of paper and our scissors. Make sure that you have help from an adult using the scissors if you need help. So if you take a piece of standard paper, this is actually construction paper. Everybody has a different size of the circumference around their head, right? So you're gonna have to kind of measure. Now, one sheet of paper is not gonna fit around my head. So I'm gonna actually cut this long ways into, I'm gonna cut it into 3 strips, into 3 even strips that are the same width. So 1 strip, and then I'll hold it up here to use it as my measurement. I'll cut another one the same width. All right, so now I have cut it into 3 strips. So let me try putting 2 together and see if that's long enough. Yep, actually 2 will do the trick for me. So the 2 strips of paper, or however many strips of paper you need, you're gonna tape them together to make them one long strip so that they'll go around your head. Okay, so use your tape. And also, if they're, again, you wanna make sure that they're the same width. One of mine is a little bit wider than the other, so I'm gonna cut it down to size. There we go. Now they're both the same width, and I'll use my tape, pink tape. Tape it together. All right, I taped it. So then you're going to measure it around your head using another piece of tape. You're going to tape it so that it's a perfect little circle that fits perfectly on your head, and you should be able to take it off and on very easily, like a crown. Okay, so here we go, testing it out. Perfect. Okay, so now I do have this flap here that's opening up from the two pieces that were taped together, so I'm going to reinforce that with some tape in the front. All right, now is the fun part. If you want to get your leaves, oh, you know what? Before we actually do that, grab a marker and, I mean, this is optional, but I think it's really cute. Let's write something motivational on it. I'm going to just write, I can do it. Okay, let's write, I can do it on the front of our hat. Okay, so it'll show right in the front. All right, so I wrote right on there, I can do it. And now I'm going to try it on one more time just to make sure that it's in the front. There we go. All right, so now all we have to do is attach the leaves. So did you gather some nice leaves from outside? I have a few pretty leaves that I found. Look at this one. And I have a fern leaf. I also have the leaf from our mango tree. So I'm going to just tape them on to the inside of the hat, to the inside so that they're sticking out. Okay, let's work together. All right, I attached my leaves. I have the big fern leaf in the back, and then I have the other ones on the sides. Let's see if it works. Oh, I feel like I can do anything. Look at that. I can't wait to see some pictures of your hat. This is fun. And then as the leaves, you know, start to brown up or deteriorate, you can always replace them and put some new leaves on there, mix it up, different colors and shapes. So much fun. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. That was a great story and a really super easy and fun craft that you can do with just paper, leaves, and tape and scissors. Easy to do at home. All right, everyone, have a beautiful rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys next week on Veggie Vero's Kids Corner.